men's light heavy 81 kilograms. In the red corner, representing Ireland, Emmet Brennan.
So we remain in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division, this one between boxers from Ireland and Switzerland. And there is the Irish representative. Emmet Brennan, 30 years of age, from Dublin. Comes in as the again, born in May 1991. We're in June now, so his birthday has ticked over. Uke Smajli from Switzerland. Both of these men preparing for their second bout of this European Olympic qualification event. Their opening bouts taking place at the Copper Box in London last year. Pan Naklam of Thailand is the third man in the ring. So there is Uke Smajli. Prevailed in a 4-1 split over Polynikis Kalinaris of Greece. Back at the Copper Box, we've got judges from Tunisia, the United States of America, Kuwait, Uganda and Guatemala scoring this one. The 10-point must system in effect. And Brennan scored on a second-round stoppage, or progressed on a second-round stoppage over Radenko Tomic of Bosnia-Herzegovina last year at the Copper Box. So we're underway then, and a man who scored a second-round stoppage to book his place in this second preliminary round, looking for that backhand immediately. And here's the shot once again, landing over the low-held left of Smajli. Emmet Brennan finding his range in the early stages, and there's an exchange of hooks and a right hand over the top landed by Brennan. Hard shots being fired in by both men.
Straight away. None of these guys planning on going 3 rounds by the looks of it, Ron.
So, mention the national championship successes of Brennan, who comes in as the 2019 and 4-time Irish national champion. Smajli, the man in blue, has enjoyed plenty of domestic success in Switzerland as well. Took his most recent of 6 national titles in 2018 in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division. Looking for a right uppercut, which was off the mark. The nudging right hook around the corner, which followed, was a glancing blow. Brennan off the mark on the resumption. Good right hand landed to the body from the man in blue. Both of these boxers keen to get up close, particularly Brennan, who's peering between his gloves as he inches his way forward, but that's a nice right hand lead out of the orthodox stance from Smajli. Tucking up tightly behind his gloves, but that final single shot did get through from Smajli. Nice right uppercut beneath.
Good shot picking.
Landed by Smajli. Hard right hand to the body, counter left hook upstairs from Brennan.
He went for the uppercut there, Smajli, with the backhand, Ron, didn't he? And he walked right into that left hook. Left his chin riding a little bit too high as well.
Good right hand to the body, straight shot on the left flank of the man in blue, then a right hand over the top to counter the right hand landed underneath by Smajli. Hard shots being exchanged through 2.5 minutes of this contest as a left hook right hand combination fired in by Brennan, and every shot being thrown with bad intentions.
Brennan shutting down the distance there quickly.
In stark contrast to some of the artistry we've seen up among the 81 kilogram light heavyweights, particularly from Ben Whittaker, the tournament #1 seed. Both of these men bombing away for the majority of these 3 minutes. And that, of course, a skill in itself, but a completely different style in evidence from these two boxers here.
And contrast to Aidan Walsh earlier as well. Unbelievable stylistically to think that these guys are on the same team. So it just goes to show you how individual a sport boxing is.
Indeed. Indeed, there's a nice
Lovely.
right hand over the top from Brennan.
The first real good shot that he landed, that very well timed right hand. We've seen Smajli come back with his own right hand. He landed a really good right uppercut in there as well. The second time he tried it, Brennan was ready for it and came back with a left hook. Pretty good blend of styles here.
And Brennan taking the first round for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. Judge 3 preferring the work of the man in blue.
Round 2.
So into the second round then, and immediately onto that front foot before sinking his feet into the canvas and uncoiling heavy leather is Emmet Brennan, the 30-year-old from Dublin. Hard right hand to the body, left hook upstairs repeatedly, Alex. That left hook really serving him well to begin this second round.
Smajli just leaves that chin there up to dry that little bit too much. Brennan would do well to go to the body first to set that left hook up. Smajli has to try keep this long and catch Brennan on the way in before doing this, tying him up, keeping himself safe. Doesn't look like he wants to be trading with Brennan from that range, Ron, does it? Good body shot, wasn't it, from Brennan there? He takes a right hand on the way in.
Pair of body shots were landed by Brennan, who's now bobbing and weaving before uncoiling it. A left hook uppercut, which was off target. Good work to the body from Smajli after his initial shot upstairs was blocked by the gloves of the man in red. Smajli trying to re-establish his straight punches, but it's almost impossible to keep the powerful Brennan away from his preferred territory at short and mid-range as he walks in, helps himself to a right hand, and then follows up with a left hook. Incessantly on the front foot and sinks a left hand into the body, followed by a right hand and then a left hook downstairs once again. Really is punching effectively, particularly downstairs, Emmet Brennan.
Yeah, but he's mixing them up real well, Ron. It's not predictable what he's doing at all. As you can see, with the success he's having, Smajli sometimes doesn't know where the next shot's coming from.
Good right hand to the body once again, and he's showing such variety in his work to the torso of the man in blue, turning his palms upwards, turning his palm to face him, straight shots as well. And then he walks forward behind his high-held gloves, bobbing and weaving on occasion. Nothing quick about his work. He's boxing at his own pace, and Smajli is finding it almost impossible to resist.
Yep, he just can't seem to time Brennan, can he? And that could be just due to the fact that Brennan's just stepping on him so much.
Oh, that's a good right hand as he backed up Smajli to the neutral corner. Smajli got himself out of that confined position and now back to the space of centre ring. And there's an exchange. Smajli trying to do something to turn this round in his favour. And there's a nice two-shot combination from him at long range.
Yeah, he gets his hands back real quick as well, Ron, doesn't he? He just brings them right back to around his eyebrows just to deflect anything that might be on the way back in. Really effective style there from Brennan.
Terrific work from Brennan. Smajli tried to do something in the final stages of round number 2 to get himself back into the round, but for my money, that is another round in favour of Brennan. Remember, he took the first on a 4-1 split.
Yeah, well there, you know, it looked like it was a pretty comprehensive round there from Brennan. I would be hugely surprised if it's not 10-9 across the board. Lovely left hook. Punch selection was very good there as well. And just getting the hands back nice and quickly, just to take anything that's on the way back in. Yeah, like Brett, exactly wrong, just like we said. 10-9 across the board.
So unanimous second round in favour of Brennan. For Judge 3, that means it is 19 points apiece for the other scoring judges, 1, 2, 4 and 5. This man is leading 20 points to 18. So, spot of housekeeping performed by our referee from Thailand before we had time in on the third and final round. Smajli, to his credit, trying to do something different after conceding the second round unanimously, trying to get onto the front foot and see how Brennan boxes on the back foot, because for the majority, indeed the entirety of the two completed rounds, as Smajli lands a good right hand, it has been Brennan who has been coming forwards. Smajli now trying to pose the question, okay, let's see how you operate in reverse. But it's almost impossible to keep Brennan going backwards because he just steps back in at his own pace and lands a left hook once again.
Yep, and he's also very good at rolling, as we've seen earlier as well. He's rolling and dipping his way out of the attack. So what he's able to do after Smajli finishes punching, he just steps back into range again every time. Steps back into range, rolls the head. Look at the guard, Ron. The guard's got a big part to play in this. He just wraps those hands around his eyebrows and he rolls his way into range before letting his shots go. So really, really difficult guy to break down. As you can see there, he's edging his way forward again, just chopping away at Smajli. He's got that real tight guard, looking to pick spots in the defence of Smajli as well, and there's enough gaps there to exploit. So good right hand there as well. Really impressed by Brennan today.
It's been a very good display indeed. Smajli, to his credit, tried to pose the question, tried to make Brennan do something different, but Brennan back on in his preferred territory, in his preferred posture once again. Good right hand landed by Smajli, tucking up tightly as Brennan to repel some of the punches that came in his direction. There's a good right hand over the top, and now Brennan being forced backwards as Smajli is really going for this with a minute remaining in the third and final round.
Well, spirit is showing here as well. And again, like we said earlier, Ron, think about what is on the line here. You know, this is an Olympic spot in Tokyo after the times we've had, Ron.
Most certainly. Well, Smajli enjoyed a terrific portion of the round there, really forcing Brennan backwards, trying to make him become disorganized and disheveled. But Brennan then landed a cracking right hand over the top, and this contest becoming attritional. There's a left uppercut landed on the inside. Brennan has been put under pressure in this third and final round. Smajli, give him immense credit because he has found something here.
Yep.
To really try and turn this round around in his favor, but he needs a massive final round, and he is going in search of it.
Wow, he's shown so much passion and commitment here as well. To try and force Brennan back after the previous two rounds is really remarkable.
Spirited display being produced by Smajli. I don't think it's going to be enough to overturn the 2-point deficit that he faces for 4 of the 5 judges, but credit to him for backing up this bulldozer of a man in the red from Ireland. Terrific contest, a really spirited fight back from Uke Smajli, but it's not going to be enough for my money to overturn the deficit that he faced. 2018 for 4 of the 5 judges after 2 rounds. But my goodness, Smajli, he really went for it in that third and final frame and left it all in the ring.
Amazing stuff, really. The effort that he put into that last round was remarkable. And he'll be kicking himself, Ron. He didn't
in that posture sooner than he did. Let's get the official announcement. We think Brennan's going through to the quarterfinals.
Bouts results. The winner on point by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Ireland.
So Emmet Brennan, at the conclusion of a really hard-fought contest, goes through to the quarter-final stage on a unanimous point decision victory. A brilliant display of boxing at short and mid-range, boxing at his own tempo during the first 2 rounds before withstanding a terrific fight back by Uke Smajli in the third.
Yep, he really did show his character there, Smajli, in that third round. When he realised what he had to do, he really forced the action, but Brennan's lead was just that little bit too much to pull back from. And he held on for that victory. But what a brilliant contest that was as well.
Terrific composure, even when under fire from Brennan. You see some of the hard shots that he took to both head and body. Smajli gave him very little respite in that third and final round, but it's Brennan who goes through. And look at that, Alex, just 1 point in it for 4 of the 5 judges. Wow. That means Smajli took that final round, and again, storming back in pursuit of victory.